Hello, LifeForce Yoga Director Rose Kress here, and this week we are in full preparations mode for the LifeForce Yoga Trauma Specialist and Self-Care Mastery Program, which starts on Sunday the 20th. Yay! And so preparation can be stressful. So what do you do when you're feeling stressed out about having to get things done? Well, that's what I'm here to share with you today. Some tips for stress management when you're preparing for programs, when you're preparing for travel, when you're preparing for life. So the first step in stress management is to plan things out. It's not to take a break, it's not to go have some chocolate, but to plan things out. Failure to plan is planning to fail. And so this can mean making out a list. What are the things that you need to do to prepare yourself for what you're planning? And put everything that you need to do on that list, big, small, tiny, minute. The next step is to then organize this flow. So if you have something big, like preparing for summer travel, and you've got many places to go, many things to do, you've also got to pack, you've also got to plan your travel, plan your trip, plan hotels and such. Start with the biggest thing first. And that doesn't mean, I've got to plan all of the hotels. No, the biggest thing for that instance might actually be planning your route of travel. And then once you've planned the route of travel, then you can figure out where we need to stay, etc. So right now, for example, we're planning for the program. And as a part of the program, it's a 7-day program, there's a format. What are we going to do? When are we going to do it? And what are we going to get covered? That's a big piece of work. When I'm preparing for our 7-day training programs, our 5-day training programs, I spend at least an hour to 2 hours per day per program. So if it's a 5-day program like we just did in Delaware, I spent probably 10 hours working on that format, but I don't do it all at once. So I figure out, I've got to do this, and what parts of it do I have to do? And then Monday I'm going to work on this piece. Tuesday I'm going to work on this piece. Wednesday I'll work on this piece. Thursday I'll work on this piece. Friday I'll work on this. Great, that's done. Now I gotta go back and rework on these other little things, and now I've got to get input on this. So I'm planning things out. I make these big lists, and then I put dates next to things because some things have to be done immediately. But getting that big piece of work done first is the most important thing, because then all the other little things fall into place easily. So step 1 is to plan things out. Step 2 is to break those things down into small pieces. Step 3 is getting the big stuff done first. And then step 4 is taking breaks. So I've been doing preparations today as I'm filming this, and this little film is one of my breaks from the preparation. Also like to walk around quite a bit. So, I get stuck on something, I'm going to go for a 10-minute walk and just get those creative juices flowing. Or, it looks like it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going to go out to my yoga mat and I'm going to go do a little bit of practice for 10, 20, 30 minutes to just clear my head. Because you know what, if we try and push ourselves and go straight through, that's when we get stuck in those habits that are not helpful, like, watching YouTube, surfing Facebook, checking out Instagram, maybe it's eating, maybe it's reading, watching a video. We've got all kinds of things, kinds of ways that we like to check out when we're working. And so what this means for you as you plan things out, as you start with big chunks, as you figure out what gets done where, and as you take breaks during your day, that your workday can actually be done at a specific time, rather than carrying over into your evening. So breathing practices, you'll check out the accompanying blog that goes with this video for a couple of tips on some breathing practices that you can do, and how to plan things out, and even a book that you can read that will help you plan your day and your work day better. So wishing you mental health and mental clarity and a stress-free life. Thank you.